What's up, guys? It's Caliber here,
Beast.
and I went to the vape shop Friday.
Yes.
It is now Sunday. Anyways, the video's kind of late. I understand that, but he got busy yesterday. We
Yep.
were in Ontario, Ohio, on some family outings.
See the fireworks here for the fourth.
Yeah. Anyways, happy Fourth of July, everyone. Just wanted to put that out.
America.
Just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, so what did I get? Well, I got this. The Luxotic NC from Wismec and Jabo. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into the box because I know everybody likes seeing the box. This box really smells good. Still smells good, Beast. Smells like a new car.
That's classy. I like that.
I don't know, it's something to do. I don't know if it's the foam or the glue that they use to glue the two pieces together. We'll take a look at this here in a second. So, in here you'll get your little extra goodie bags as well as an Allen key. You get a squonk pin, some extra screws, extra O-rings, and yeah, well, you know, all that. Alright, so you also get some cotton, a warning card. Please be careful not to use batteries with torn casings as it is a safety hazard. Good to know. And you get a user's manual for the actual mod itself. And then you get a user's manual for the RDA. And I'll talk about the RDA here in a second. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this back together. Beast, you can go ahead and talk.
Yeah, I went also to the vape shop as well. I didn't get anything as elegant and as fancy as that, but I did get this juice right here. I had to get another bottle of it. Previous, I've mentioned it before. The Dark of the Berry. It is by North Shore Vapor. I think they're out of Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, Massachusetts. I'm correct. Um, it's just like all the like darker berries, like blueberries. It's got mulberries and blackberries in there, and it is fantastic. I can't. This is like the juice I'm raving about right now. It's fantastic. They also have another one. It's called Sweeter the Juice, and it's more of a citrusy thing. It's got like lemons and I think like other kind of like tangerines and oranges and stuff. But fantastic. I mean,
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. You do get a nice little funky drip tip. I say nice little. Thing looks ridiculous on it. We'll take a look at that here in a second.
don't knock the big ones, man. Don't knock the big ones.
Don't knock the big ones. Alright, so here's the mod in all its glory. This is a gorgeous mod. A lot of
Hmm.
people says it's ugly. Some people say it feels cheap. It doesn't feel that cheap to me. Yes, it does feel like plastic, but it could be like a hard resin. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter to me because it looks nice and it functions.
Hmm.
So, about this mod, it is you can run it in series regulated, which utilizes potentiometer here, this little guy. Or you can run it in parallel, which is basically, I believe, unregulated. I could have sworn that it was unregulated parallel, which allows you to run these batteries that are in here. I got some purple EFS 2700s. Mooch gave those a pretty good rating for what they are, so I use them. That's what my shop hands out. But you can run those in parallel, which doubles the amperage as well as the milliamp hours. So yeah, 5 clicks to turn her on. 5 clicks to turn her on. It's a big issue with this mod. I've seen a lot of people have this issue, so that's got to be pointed out right off the bat. It does like it acts like it wants to turn on, but then it doesn't. It's fucking weird. But when it does turn on, it fires like it should. My batteries are kind of low. I've been vaping on these all day. Let's get some juice on there. If anybody's wondering what I'm vaping on, I'm vaping on Chuck and Clouds. It's Wally. It's an in-house juice from Chuck and Clouds in Dexter, Missouri. and it is a Great Jolly Rancher. Some good shit. So, as you can see, it's not hitting as hard, but it's there. I'm pretty sure if I threw some Samsung 25Rs in here, it'd hit a lot harder. Just because they're fresh batteries, these need to be charged. I don't. I usually I have one other variable voltage mod that I don't use anymore, just because I don't know much about them. But having a mod that can actually go in a parallel, that's pretty awesome to me. I build pretty low, so this being in parallel would actually be perfect for me, because this build on right here is reading 0.12, and I'm not going to use it in series. There's no point to. And the build that's and this guy is 0.16, so. But there's not really too much about this mod. It is regulated, well, semi-regulated, so it does have protection built in. But yeah. Now, I'm not going to test it because I don't need to go to series unregulated. I did hear, however, this mod, when you have it in series and you have it powered off, if you hold the button down, it'll actually switch it over to series unregulated, and you get the full 8.4 volts. That's a lot of voltage. So definitely, if you do pick this up, learn ohm laws. Or if you decide to pick this up beforehand, learn ohm laws and get yourself situated there. With series double the voltage, you want higher resistant builds. So I'd say anything above 0.5 is where you want to be. The more wraps, the better. Especially if you're using 22 gauge Canthal. More wraps, the better. The higher the resistant. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at that drip tip. It is Delrin, or not Delrin, it is Ultim. Ultim. Get my shit right. Ultim. It's an Ultim drip tip. And Beast may like it. I think it looks ridiculous on this.
I like the how tall it is. I mean, I like it helps me get a better problem. But I'm not really, honestly, against popular belief, I'm not really big into Altum.
Really? I thought you liked Ultim. I was the one who I do like my Ultim drip tips.
It's the thing. It's like some of them I like, right? Some of them get that perfect like honey color, but then there's some that just doesn't get it right, and it just
It looks
too
like
dull.
piss.
Yeah, and that's the ones I don't like, and that's what majority is out there. But there is some that's like, right, that's not too bad when they get that nice honey color, but
This
when they get a
one
little bit off.
this one's more of like a golden brown, really.
Yeah,
So this one
that
actually
one.
kind of, the color of it looks good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, like it just isn't that honey color that it's like what it's supposed to be.
It's funny that I say this. I say I like Ultim, which I do, but I did. Okay, why are you open?
Why are you open so?
All right, that door is a little fiddly. It's really hard. It's funny though. I say that because this actually had an Ultim tip on it, and you've seen it.
Yeah.
And I swapped it out for this purple tip just because I thought it fit the RDA a little bit more.
Mm.
Just because it really brings out the fucking purple. Look at that shit.
Oh yeah, it does.
That's funny. That's a funny thing about rainbow. We're getting off topic here, but that's a funny thing about rainbow. Whatever color you put next to it, it brings it out. It's weird. It's fucking weird, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see this that well. There we go. My autofocus is actually working with me tonight. The drip tip is made to match the mod. So yeah. Battery door is actually really easy to get on and off. Got a little circuit board here. Now I'm not sure how this technology works. I'm not going to try to claim that I know how it works, because honestly I don't know how it works. I don't know how they're able to switch from series to parallel and then back and forth. I guess it's just something to do with the wiring that's in here and with this chip or this circuit board on the bottom. Who knows? If anybody can tell me how that works out, let me know down below. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this RDA right here. This is the Guillotine version 2. Now, there's big things surrounding this RDA with me. I've seen people call it the guillotine, and I've also heard other people say guillotine. Now, I guess it depends on what side of the fence you're on.
Well, I mean, that's one of those tomato things.
Yeah, tomato, guillotine. I prefer to call it guillotine just because it sounds proper to me. But it is the guillotine version 2. Utilizes clamp style post, which I like my clamp style post, but this thing was a bitch to build on. And I usually don't have very many gripes for RDAs. Like, I've said that this wasn't a bitch to build on, it was just interesting to build on. Because you got those little stacks, and yeah. But this was I literally spent half an hour trying to put coils in here. That is an all-time worst for me, because you can ask Beast, I'm pretty quick when it comes to putting coils in RDAs. He's watched me do this stuff, and he's watched me do it a lot. I've done it on you now. Me and him, we did a building video together on, I think it was Skype. Either Skype or here, one or the other.
You like Skype, yeah.
And then, so he's seen me put a lot of building, a lot of RDAs, and even some, even in RTA.
Yeah.
The Keelan. I was fun to build on. Good old times. But, aside from this being hard to build on, I gotta say, I love the flavor it produces. This isn't a review. This is just an overview. I gotta give my mods at least a week. If I start noticing any problems within a week, my opinion starts to change. Open up the airflow, dumbass. But no, vape's great. And a big thing I'm a fan of, and I said this about the Pulse, and they're two different mods, but I'm just going to say this. I love when mods taper off the hit. I believe the Alien did it as well. I love when mods taper off the hit, so as your batteries start to deplete, the hit gets weaker and weaker, and the reason I like that is because if I'm not paying attention to the screen, I can start to tell when the batteries are getting low, when they need to be recharged. Now, most mods have a voltage cutoff. Some have it 3.2, 3.3. It just really all depends on what mod you get. But, that's pretty much all I can say for this video. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to him. His is S13_the Beast. He needs to start making some vaping videos of his own.
I do.
Anyways, guys, this is Beast and Caliber signing out.
Aww.